Math checks out, but my brain refuses to accept it. You telling me Julius Caesar, who has dead for well over 70 years, made this salad? When your milk has a date on Valentine's Day and you don't. At some point, chemicals became so complex that they started studying themselves. To prepare for his role in The Matrix 4 as an older Keanu Reeves spent almost 2 decades aging, proving his remarkable dedication to the craft. Send me your pick in bar, please. There was a fish in the Love Hotel, a fish that must have seen a lot of humans' legs. If your girl looks like this, she's a keeper. Should have learned Spanish, English, French. Being difficult to spell. Looks like you spelled them correctly here. She can't catch you cheating if you don't cheat. If you don't like tea, then a cup of tea is not your cup of tea. Research does not support this. Regardless of age, there is trauma associated with being separated from the biological mother. That's why it's advised that all adoptees, regardless of age at adoption, receive therapy to help prevent future issues related to the separation. Link. That's a great example. Link doesn't know his biological mother and goes on murder rampages all the time. No vase or jar is safe from him either. Clearly some deep-rooted trauma there. Other words well, and actually only one syllable? Well yes, but actually no. Closed foreclosure. Will reopen when open. I guess they don't care to explain. I can't understand why ancient Egyptians needed to build such large pyramidal structures, just as a tomb of pharaohs. Literally, what's the point of a pyramid? This. If there were no laws, what's the first thing you're doing? Fly. Cause there are no law of physics. A person who thinks all the time. Have yourself a merry little Christmas sounds pretty condescending. GPT 5.2 is artificial general intelligence. How many R's in garlic? There are 0 R's in garlic. The number of triangles you see determines if you're a narcissist. 0. Because there are no triangles here. Because triangles are 2-dimensional geometric shapes with 3 angles formed by the lines intersecting and ending in points, not smooth curves. A new scientific study claims that fertility is hereditary. If your parents didn't have any children, chances are you won't either. Dirty hands are a sign of clean money. Respect those people who earn less but with nonsense. Dirty hands are a sign that they weren't properly washed. Like facial features, they have nothing to do with honesty. Dog food lid backwards is dodo of God. Until we meet again. What's one thing a German cannot live without? Oxygen. Does it have demons in it? Yay, but they are based on what? C++. Pick 3 abilities. The rest are trying to kill you. Breathing. Deer 5. 6 eyes. Berrien mode. Ultra instinct. Arise. One punch. Anti-magic. Dealt note. Everyone who didn't pick breathing is dead. You need oxygen to survive. A plateau is the highest form of flattery. Roblox got banned. If every country bans Roblox, it will be unplayable. Fence post ready to go in holes. $70. The lot pickup. Tin Can Bay. I just learned of this guy today. I'll teach young kids. This is Adolf Hitler. Do you have a hole that needs to be filled? The city of Kenosha takes public safety very seriously, which is why we are excited to launch our new Show Us Your Hole public safety initiative. To participate, simply send us a picture of your hole, along with its location and the tagline, "Come fill my hole," and we will dispatch our crews to service your hole in a prompt and professional manner. Your satisfaction is our priority. The people at the doctor's office just tried to reassure me that my son isn't the worst kid they've ever seen by telling me a story about the time a kid yanked a banner down from the ceiling. What they didn't realize was it was a story about my kid. No, they're a spawn of Laura. What color would your lightsaber be and why? Ultraviolet. They will never see it coming. Which planet is Anakin Skywalker from? Camino. Geonosis. If it's under $800, I'll look into it. That's what those lenses are for. the serving size on this cake. How the duck do you cut a cake into 15 pieces? Carefully. Knives are sharp. The easiest way to visualize the size of the sun versus the earth is to remember that Venus is almost exactly the same size as Earth and even closer to us than the sun many times. Then compare their sizes in the sky. Easiest way to visualize the sun is look up at it. Stupid. Lines of code. How Linux is built. Does anyone know what it is? The snare has no badge on it, and looks like some kind of drum, if I'm not mistaken. This is a common sentiment from other countries too. I'm pretty sure you'll find a lot of people migrating to the USA and completely forget or hate on their old country costumes and people, sometimes rightfully, other times just because USA is a tiny bit cooler than whatever country they came from. Meanwhile, Canada is actually the cooler country, mostly because we are farther north. If all humans suddenly lost the ability to lie, what industry would collapse first? Lie detector industry. Make-A-Wish employees. Which celebrity has turned down the most wishes? Any details on what kinds of wishes they were? Got. Guess what career is this? Diamond miner. Mom, I just wanted to tell you that Mother's Day wouldn't be possible without me. I'll be waiting for my present in the living room. Love, Joshua. Have you ever seen a Homo sapiens? Yeah, I saw one once at the zoo. Satanists don't believe in a literal Satan. Then what do you call people who believe in a literal Satan? Christians. So churches are not essential, but abortion clinics are essential. Got it? Yes, because abortion is healthcare. Glad I could clear that up for you, Liz. 600,000 babies a year would disagree with you. I could easily win a debate against 600,000 babies. I'd really like to hear the reasoning behind women who won't take their husband's last name because my last name is best. The only reason there are pyramids in Egypt is because they are too heavy to be carried to the British Museum. Jeff, this isn't a joke. This is legitimately true. How would you write, I changed a light bulb on your resume? Single-handedly managed the successful upgrade and deployment of new environmental illumination system with zero cost overruns and zero safety incidents. I don't know a woman alive that doesn't appreciate a fit guy in a pair of gray sweatpants. I'm a woman who is alive and isn't ever attracted to men in any context. Well, I don't know you, so my point stands. Vin Diesel spotted shirtless on a yacht in Italy. Aren't you yachtless in a shirt? Don't act like he's the loser. We are trying for a baby. Oh, so you're just raw dogging every night. And you're telling everyone at the dinner table including your nan. Depluralize a film. I'll start. A Crow on the Orient Express. You know who probably doesn't have one case of Cupid? That island of people who shoot intruders with arrows on sight. God bless them, and I hope they are doing well. Rachel and I are no longer dating. Mike, that's a horrible way of telling people we are married. What's it like to have a pence? It's hard sometimes. Are you an air pirate or a yo-ho-ho pirate? I'm not paying $600 for Photoshop pirate. I won a lifetime supply of donuts, up to a dozen per day, at a local bakery, and it lasted 2 years until the original owner died, and his asshole son took over the business. So it was still a lifetime supply, just not yours. I wonder how atheists moan during sex. They be like, oh evolution. Atheists are the only ones allowed to yell oh God during sex, because religious people shouldn't use the Lord's name in vain. Congrats to Doug's winning the war on drugs, by the way, underappreciated result. These huge companies all started from a garage. What's your excuse? Apple, Disney, Amazon, Google. I don't have a garage. Netflix, you want to watch a 10-hour movie? Me, what? No, absolutely not. Are you insane? Netflix, what if we break it up into hour-long episodes, and you watch them all in one sitting? Me, you son of a butch, I'm in. Husband and I reminiscing about the time I texted him on my way home. Can you start cooking those sausages? Then added less than 3 as a cute little heart. He cooked 2 sausages. Megan looks amazing. Bear arms at a funeral. Not good. She's American. She has the right to bear arms. What's the best way to stop an unwanted erection? Zoning laws. If someone is directing something you don't like near your property, check with your local city council. Give me one reason why any civilian needs access to something like this. To get the whole class in one shot. Chefs of Reddit, what do you make when you're drunk? About $12.50 an hour. Marry a man who says, let me discuss it with my wife first. Not because he is weak, but because he respects and value your opinion. Don't marry a man who says, I will discuss it with my wife first, because he is already married. You don't need to march, bro. You're literally the ducking guy in charge. Today we marched for our planet, for our kids, and for their future. I got an opportunity to take a contract making $125 an hour, but I'd have to live in Oregon for a year. What's in Oregon? $125 an hour. How did I fail anatomy? My brain literally knows where all my organs are, but won't tell me. Bye Forrest, I'll be back when you're a shrimp billionaire and I'm a single mom with ads. In the 1990s, a California man, Steve Comiser, began putting ads in national magazines selling solar-powered dryers for $49.95. Customers would then receive a simple clothesline in the mail. It's not okay to joke about rape, but it's okay to joke about murder. Murder victims are notoriously difficult to offend. Would you eat 6 donuts? Honestly, my takeaway from this chart is that donuts are healthier than I thought. In order to prepare for his role in Space Jam 1996, actor Michael Jordan played 9 seasons of professional basketball and won 3 national championships. Telling a dangerously overweight person not to lose weight because they are beautiful is like telling an alcoholic not to stop drinking because they're fun. Tell me what state you're from with only 2 words. North Carolina. What is the best loophole that you've ever found? My brother once yelled, last one to jump in the pool is guy, and then jumped into the pool. However, I figured out that if I did not jump in then, technically he would be the last one in the pool. And he is still guy to this day. How many birthdays are there? 365 or 7 billion? No, he's got a point. Not to be that guy, but aren't both testaments old now? Something is definitely going on. Mystery monolith from Utah desert appears next to prehistoric fortress in Romania. I can tell you exactly what's going on. Someone's going round putting monoliths in places. Pedro Pascal has never starred in a show rated under 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. Neither have I. He's not wrong. When you come over? 4:23. That's very specific. Any particular reason that time? If you think about it, any time is a specific time. Like 4 o'clock is a specific time too. So it's no more specific than any other time. UFOs have always been real. UFO stands for unidentified flying object. If I throw a dodo through the air and it hits you in the face, before you know what it is, you just got hit in the face by a UFO. What's considered trashy if you're poor, but classy if you're rich? Getting money from the government. Lamps in video games are using real electricity. Just got kicked out at church for yelling duck the devil. The duck. I thought we hated that mother ducker. The earth is the largest rock that any of us will ever stand on. So I've never understood rock climbers. By standing on the earth, you have stood on the biggest rock. You are done. You have peaked. You don't have to keep climbing rocks. Unnecessary. We did it. We time traveled. But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. What time are we in? 59th BC. We aren't the only time travelers here. The greatest moment in television history. Good morning, sir. Nuns don't work on Sunday. Stat of the day. More Americans have been married to Kim Kardashian than have died of Ebola. Winter of Rome. Spring of Rome. Summer of Rome. Boys literally have zero excuse for not having communication skills, because I've seen y'all play group video games and you describe where you're at, like it's life or doubt. It's a lot easier to say, shotgun in the east hallway, than it is to say, my crippling anxiety is ruining this relationship. Tell me a riddle. Here's a riddle for you. I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but I need water to live. What am I? I don't know. What are you? I'm an AI language model designed to answer questions and provide information on a wide range of topics. Okay, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. The coins in a pocket of a World War I soldier managed to stop a bullet. You might say it was his life savings. Calling yourself non-binary categorizes everyone into binary or non-binary, creating a binary system, which makes you binary again. Until next time. Stop saying I wish and start saying I will. I will. My parents still love me. Move is where a creature of another species with a love for good food meets a mess of a human down on his luck living in a shutty apartment, and the creature can control the guy's action, and he's unwilling at first, but they learn to cooperate, and together they can stop the evil rich man trying to take them down. This comparison is wild, but where's the lie? This Sesame Street Muppet will become the first to experience homelessness. Oscar the Grouch been living in a trash can for 49 years. Please help. My biology teacher asked what's the opposite of dominant, and I confidentially answered submissive to the whole class. Our Delta Ray doesn't seem to be working. I'm standing right in it, and I'm not dead yet. A true scientist. Honey, can you make me a sandwich? We'll be home in 15. Sure. Sandwich. Too late. What do you mean? I'm leaving you. What does this mean? Mexico, Egypt, Indonesia. That, my friend, is exactly the question you have to ask. It means that this is one of the best ways to pile up rocks and not have them fall down for a long time. Wife, we just ate. Why are you making pancakes? Me, they're for the dogs. Wife, why are you making pancakes for the dogs? Me, they don't know how. Your features are nothing to be ashamed about. Unless your fetish is being humiliated, then you should be very ashamed, you nasty little pervert. What's something that feels British but isn't? The contents of the British Museum. Okay, I'll guide you. First, boil 2 cups of water. Okay, what next? Bro, what the duck? I'm so tired. Can you talk real quick? Not like an auctioneer, but I can talk faster than normal if I try really hard. Chicken can't afford an umbrella, so she uses her wings to keep her chicks out of the rain. Can't afford. It's a chicken. Not to sound politically unaware, but did you guys know Fox News has absolutely no news about foxes? My first day as pilot, air traffic control, flight 417. Please confirm your location. Over. Me, this is flight 417. We are in the sky. Over. All of them, they're in Japanese. Name an anime without letter E in the title. You can't. Still annoyed about being dinged at the office trivia game last year when I said the number of ghosts who visited Scrooge was 4, not 3. I will die on this hill. Find the person who doesn't pay taxes. Can't find them? It's because they're right here. Fact, babies are age-old leeches and don't ducking pay taxes. Sat through a horrible job interview for an hour, then the guy was like, by the way, this only pays 30k, so if you're looking for a job that pays better, look elsewhere. So I said, okay I will. Then he was like, wait no, LMRO, this was hours ago, and I still feel incredible. Teacher, why both of you have the same answers? Me, because we had the same questions. Teacher. Can you come out? Yeah, give me a minute. Mom, I'm Guy. I know that's silly. Come out to the car. Car, I'm Guy. I turned 20 and my daughter turns 1 today. We have the same birthday. Look what my dad did. Personally, bad English is such a turn off for me. You don't need to put for me after writing personally. My granddad is 75 next year. He didn't fight 2 world wars for this silliness. The First World War was more than 100 years ago. How did your granddad fight that? He didn't fight, as I just said. Work smart, not hard. My brother in rap. How are we supposed to build the pyramid with this? Flock of sheep visit empty McDonald's restaurant during lockdown. Old McDonald's, now a farm. I support people's choice to street race because it's a victimless chime. Until a T-bone a family van full of kids killing the entire family. That's street crashing, which I'm very against. Shark infested waters, you mean they're home? What gives you butterflies every single time, no matter how many times you experience it? Buying caterpillars. Hi James, can you make my boyfriend look like he is even remotely happy about being with me? Thanks, he is remotely happy. Sometimes I think about the guy at my poker table in Vegas who was kicked out after the pit boss said he was too drunk. Hi bar. Security came over, asked him to say the alphabet starting with M and he replied, "Malphabet." He was escorted out of the room. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Friend, I was named after my father. Me, aware of how time flows. Correct. Millennials aren't buying diamonds. Why? Too busy filling out job applications that ask them to attach their resume and then enter what's on that same resume on the next page. Do twins have the same sized nut? Now we are asking the real questions. As a twin, I can say my nut is definitely bigger than my sister's.